Hello guys and welcome to another Formula 1 YouTube video. This time we're on Montreal, the Canadian track, and obviously I won't go in depth about the setup once again, but loading up the setup and waiting for the lobby and the race to start. Sitting in the garage as he brushes his arm and just waiting for the race to start really. Still waiting, obviously, because some people don't know how to go into the engineer and press go to race, which obviously can get a bit boring sometimes and can be a bit frustrating. So finally, here we go. The timer has counted down and the race is about to start. The engineer says start up the engines. Out of the garage and onto the pit lane. And here we go. On the grid, and quite a small grid and quite compact, and the actual straight itself is very narrow, and I end up starting third out of possible 4 cars, and I have to finish third or second or above. Here we go, start. Josh's friend signed on again, but hey ho, who cares. Into the first corner. Obviously trying to get out of the way of all the hecticness, and the Lotus runs wide into the second corner. Into the chicane, quite a quick chicane, and it's a really quick change of direction. Into the long right-hander, into the braking zone, into the left and the right, trying to defend off this inside line off from the car behind. Obviously another level 50. Into the next chicane. It's also another quick chicane and a really quick change of direction, and I'm making sure I'm getting in the inside line onto this hairpin. This is where Robert Kubica had his really horrible crash a couple of years ago, and obviously he's fine now, but he's recovering from another incident, a rally incident, and we wish you all the best and hope you recover soon, Robert. On the back straight, and he's getting the toe on me, and try to shut him off from getting through the chicane quicker, and I'm looking to see where he is, and he's scooted up the inside. He's just got so much speed. Obviously have a little touch with him a couple of times. Obviously no brake lights on a Formula 1 car, and I lose XP because of it. Into the chicane, he touches that back left wheel onto the dirt. Into the right hander. Braking quite hard for the chicane. Out the exit, it gets a little bit grippy and it just bites, and I have to counter steer a little bit. Into another chicane. I love the chicanes on this track, they're so quick and they seem to flow quite nicely. Into the hairpin once again. Quite tight a hairpin, and you have to slow down even into first gear, and it can be quite a pain because you want to just put the throttle and put 700 horsepower to the tarmac. On the back straight, trying to close in on the McLaren in front, and I'm sort of reeling him in, and the chicane here is quite quick as well, and I love how you can just flick it and end up being really close to the wall. Into the first corner. I sort of like this corner. I'm not overly keen on it, but I love the exit of it. How it just flows and you end up back in another chicane, and chicanes seem to be the main thing for this track, and obviously it makes this track really interesting, and this is where Vettel had the major run wide earlier during the season, and Button made the most of this and cashed in with a win. And quite good to see that it wasn't a complete whitewash for Red Bull this season. Obviously, with the Brazil Grand Prix in 2 weeks' time, we're not 100% sure on what's going to happen. Is Rubens Barrichello going to leave after this year, or is one of the Ferraris going to put it on pole? We're not quite sure on that, but anything can happen in the world of motor racing. On the back straight for the final time, and I seem to muck up my braking point, and I'm worrying about something else, and I missed the chicane over the start-finish line, and that's another race completed. comment, rate, and subscribe. This is Stig signing out. Peace.